Give it a day.
If not, then I anticipate.
Give me a day. I will consult with those who know and those who better know, and come up with some ideas for what 5 capable adventurers like yourselves, who are firmly in the attention of multiple icons, it seems, including the 3, and the Lich King, perhaps. What you 5 could do for the Empire, and for yourselves. But, fair warning, you have already attracted this much attention as is. To do more will undoubtedly attract even greater ire, and not even I can say what response there will be. You may wish to return to the lives you once led before heading to Foghaven.
If an invasion of Sahak Wind from the Iron Sea was to overrun the defenses and purge the Empire, or if the Lich King's hordes from Omen were to do the same, there would be no lives to live. If anything that can be done to prevent these outcomes, it must be done.
I have no life to go back to. This is what I live for.
Living a peaceful life has always been a dream idea. It's never actually worked for me.
I've got more answers being with these numpties. I'm more than happy to stay.
And from what you've said, well, before, it would be pretty difficult for me to go back to anything at this point. And I am curious.
Curiosity has stricken many a man. All right then. If you return here tomorrow, you shall be seen to my quarters, and then I shall hopefully have more information for you on, at least ideas on what you can pursue to satisfy your curiosity, as well as help the Empire.
Sure.
Be on the lookout for other agents, spies who might be tracking your move, particularly strangers. As you are in a city with which you might be unfamiliar, there could be death, not to make you paranoid, but the way it sounds, you already have enough cause to believe that you're being hunted by one individual or another. Try not to make as many enemies as possible. It'll help you.
We make enemies without trying, unfortunately.
Yes, control what you can control, and the rest is up to your skill. Not to depress the 5 of you, but there are grave, serious matters at stake here which go beyond all of our lives. You 5 have a unique opportunity to make an impact, a memorable one, that will have your names recorded in the annals of history of this age. And should the worst come to pass, there might not be a 14th age.
No pressure, then.
Grave nod.
Lord Teraptus offers a grim smile.
There will be a 14th age.
Hopefully not until I'm dead.
Let's see if we can't keep this one going for a little longer.
Here, here.
Agreed.
Alright. With that, unless there's anything immediately for Lord Teraptus, you are dismissed. And we are at effectively the end of the session. You can choose to visit whatever else you would like, though, before we disband as a group.
Right.
Man, there's so many places.
I
There's so
know.
much
Depends.
room for activities.
Yeah, like look at this city's massive.
Yes.
There's
Anything.
30,000 people. Each one of them could have 1 gold coin.
Or
Each one
more.
of them could want to kill one of you.
XP.
Well, no. if we look at the total
For
population of the
them,
city,
yeah.
we need -2. One the person, like the tavern owner from where we stayed in the night, and then -1 for the lord here. That's
I
two
mean,
less
you
people.
are making pretty big assumptions here.
That's as
True.
bad. That's almost as
asking us to
bad
go
as
to the
sheep
Iron
saying
Sea.
that attack hits, and that attack hits.
Used to it from where the wicked.
Shit.
I just missed that attack probably hits. All right.
Yes, yes. I understand. The attack roll being 25 and then another one being 29. You definitely expected.
I
You
didn't
were
mean
correct.
to affect fate by saying that it happens,
I know.
but it did.
I know.
Oh, because you said that, 29 misses.
Now, what I would be really interested in is which of these offers do you guys think we should take? Seems like there's problems on Omen, which I don't really want to go to personally. I don't really see what we could do there.
like you,
We're
you,
not going to Omen.
like-
you wouldn't be asked to go there personally.
Would be like,
I will have.
Wow.
I'll have
No
more
one goes to
detail
Omen.
for you on the presentation that Lord Teraptus will make. We won't wait until next session. I'll basically give that to you tomorrow.
Oh, sure. All right. There's no point talking about it now then.
I mean,
But
if
there's
there
more
is
information later.
actually sort of huge problems at Omen, we can't really do anything about it.
Like,
Yeah.
No, like you
Like,
guys are way too weak to.
Yeah.
It's like an island of like dungeons, right?
don't go to Omen. Just don't.
All the
What
terrible things in the Midland Sea moved there. So I remember.
but what could
Omen would be the island of living dungeons. Yes, and of course the Necropolis Island, which is nearby, where the Lich King rules from. There certainly is. One of the ideas would be for you folks to go to Dragon Hall. Another one would be for you to head eastwards towards the sea wall, with suggestions and ideas for what you can do there, pending, because I want to flesh out the description so that you guys can properly talk. And I'm not in the
Either
current
of
state
those
of mind.
sound kind of interesting.
You can
Dragon Halls. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. You can work to attempt to mitigate the peace between the Archmage and the High Druid. If just making sure, like, if there's any unresolved situation in Foghaven which you fear might result in the stalemate being broken, that's also another possibility. There's of course the person, the functionary of the priestess saying, "Come to Santa Cora, talk about your experiences." That's still on the table.
Yeah, we don't really feel super hardcore about the priestess though.
Unfortunately, the rest of you, not so much. No.
It seems somewhat inappropriate to just take a ship and go
Like-
talk about our adventures over tea and
Yeah.
crumpets.
There's like terrible
I'm-
things on the Glow and Doom.
I mean,
but he
to-
said
to-
we could he was like, if you want to leave, just go now.
I
don't
mean,
wanna deal with
to
you.
be honest, we might be able to pull something up there to do with the whole fact that we ran into like the altar that Thomas just went ahead and broke, and it might be something, but
I'm looking east.
And
honest
there's
here.
also perhaps visiting a living dungeon that is within the area in the hopes of finding an item known as the Orb of Storms, in the hopes of, if it is still there, acquiring it and perhaps putting an end to the tempestuous winters that have been plaguing the area all around the Midland Sea. Because this isn't just a ban that's affected Foghaven and Newport. This has impacted harvests and farmland all around the Midland Sea. And with all of the other events, it might just be a sign of the Archmage's wards failing so much to allow this freak winter weather in. It could be
I
a
like
sign of
this.
something else.
Yeah, I think
There's a
we should do
dungeon
that.
nearby where we can end the permanent like super winter. That sounds like an
I'm-
immediately
that's
useful
sold.
thing to do.
I mean,
Sold.
it won't really do that much of difference now because winter will come either way.
Yeah, but it
Well,
won't
winter
be
is
like terrible
already
and
here.
super full
We are
of
currently
like super
in
ice
winter.
everywhere, right?
Yeah, we're currently in
But-
winter, so
but
there
we're
will still
having a
be
super
winter
winter.
even if we succeed with this.
You know,
Yeah,
having a
but
super
it would just be. It seems like that's the fastest thing. I mean, the thing is, if we go to like fight the Iron Sea, that's an infinite number of monsters.
yes.
Just washing up over the. They can kill 10,000, and they will just keep coming. Right? That's more of a try to set up a more like try to gain some land so that it can be
Sure.
like build fortifications and stuff,
Yeah, I
which
certainly
is
think-
interesting enough and very heroic thing to do, but it's a more long-term goal. Dragon Hall, I would be curious. That's a city that's like it's the worst imperial city.
It is the
It's
city
not
of
very-
monsters.
very nice.
The imperial governor is the Blue herself, with a
It's kinda
magical
poking-
geese.
Kind of entering the lion's nest, though, right? Lion's den. You know,
Yeah, it
they
sort of
all
feels
want
like
to
that.
kill us.
And,
Oh, you know what? It's a great idea.
I mean, I'd like to go there, but that would be like.
I think it's a
undercover
great idea.
too much.
and in the case of Drakenhall, other does mean goblins and orcs and ogres. They're actually allowed to be in there. Yes, there's a goblin bazaar, a massive goblin market right outside the city, where goblins
Let's go
peddle
there.
just about everything. It's like Booty Bay.
But they won't be there if we go there. So, you know.
Might not be.
And then there is, of course, the dungeon thing, which seems to be the most something we can do pretty much now,
Something
right?
tangible.
Yeah.
I mean, we
We know what we're
we
gonna
need to
do.
do it at
All the-
one point anyways.
Of all the options we have, doing a living dungeon seems the safest.
I think it's.
Endless
I know, yeah.
hordes of ever-growing, more powerful monsters, battling an army and trying to stop the ever-growing tide of the undead, entering the city ruled by the person who want us all dead and who have, hundreds of thousands of loyal minions.
Well, the blue
Spread out all
probably
everywhere.
doesn't personally. What? Maybe.
I mean, maybe. Or we could enter a living dungeon, which I don't really have much of a concept of how powerful one of those are, but
There's no telling. It is a magic item that Lord Taraptus would inform is the Orb of Storms that has been seen before in prior ages, not in this one. And the hope is either finding it there, or if it is gone, that would be worth noting too, because that might mean someone has it and is doing this shit.
Yeah.
man, I'd like that item.
You're gonna carry it around personally.
Oh no, the wild wood is all burned out. Oh no, that's terrible. Oh, permanent storm weather, huh? Oh no, we froze all of the iron sea, nothing can come up through there. Oh.
So yes, I will offer you folks more detailed information about that tomorrow. And I do heartily encourage you folks, I did see some discussions, of course, over the past 2 weeks to, really dig in and focus on what you might, want to do and how you want to accomplish it. I want to make sure that you folks make informed decisions, and Lord Taraptus will endeavor to give you as much information as he can about these, and you might have your own ideas on what you want to do. The campaign story is yours to write.
Overthrow the blue.
I think you're gonna
Revolution in Dragon Hall, that's something that we knew.
Yes.
I think you're gonna have to make the decision without me because I'm going
Yeah.
away next week,
Well,
as I said.
well, you can still weigh in on the decision making. You just won't be here for the first session of them enacting the decision.
I mean, it won't really matter what I say because they can just go fuck it and let's do this, even if I was completely against it.
We wouldn't, right? Not really. Not a whole lot.
Trust your other players like you should trust the GM. Come on.
Don't.
As a man.
So not at all.
Now that Fargus not here, let's kill the Archdruid.
Yes. I told you, assholes, we would have no goblins.
We'll use him in
You-
battle against her.
But I still
You
want
did tell us there would be no goblins.
you would not be fighting goblins.
In my case, I thought just but he didn't know we'd be doing this originally.
maybe he changed his
Well,
mind.
I was more like, well, he said there would be no threats. Of course, they're not gonna we can just sort of we're not gonna fight them. It's gonna be like they scamper away or whatever. Huh? Those little things were goddamn annoying.
Yes.
Just because the whole jumping on thing, such silly enemies.
They are.
They don't take anything seriously. Damn
They
them.
jumped on each other. I mean, that just.
I think it's all a joke.
It is. They are basically sociopaths. How's the bestiary describes them, ruthless murderers. And I saw them, and I was like, yep, I like them. And I read through the description and their abilities and the connections they have, and made some stuff myself, and decided I'd take them for a spin and see what that bad word did. And the bad word was plenty of fun.
I wonder who looted the treasure, though.
I think it was her. I think she lured us into a trap.
The dragon? Oh, her. No, her, yeah.
The dragon looted his own treasure.
Oh, you could have,
might
like,
have-
put it somewhere else, but...
It might
Dragon-
have just been the like creatures she was working with before who just realized that she was gone and decided to just profit.
Yeah.
It's just in the cave next door.
I mean, the goblins, did they seem to have been killed by those things? Like, with the wounds that they gave?
Those iron
Yeah, I got-
boots, pretty sharp with spikes, and they're bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can confirm. When I know you, I saw like the skinning knife, and it's like, yeah, you said skinning knives were used on them as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Alright, sure.
So it all registered in my mind. What I
So
think,
those
though,
things took it, basically.
like in my mind, I think she knew the entire time, mainly just because when we went to see her, I got slightly suspicious when she said, she keeps an eye on like all the dragon's movements, and like then she would have realized the dragon left and never came back.
She can't be everywhere.
The point stands. The way she was acting so confident with it, like something in my mind just wasn't ringing right.
I like how I'm championing for someone you clearly think is a bad person. Like, I mean, she can't be everywhere. Come on, guy.
Obviously, it's a bad person. Unless, I mean, she
But I
left.
was like-
There was a period there where we didn't see her. It could be that the creature who came looking like her, it
Yeah.
wasn't really her, right?
It was.
I'm going to stick with my suspicion here.
She did not appear until the escalation die reached 2.
I mean, she could have been. That could have been like some other creature, right? Just like, oh, that's their guide. Let's fuck with them because that guide is anti-dragon. So, two
Well,
birds,
it's
one
possible.
stone.
If we find our guide here in like the next 2 days, we'll know.
And she's like, "What? I mean,
Where are you now?"
I just came home."
But I really wanted one of her axes.
Did you want to duel? Did you want
Let's
to
go
duel?
to Dragonhold then.
You
want
should
to
have
do-
used that
Yes, her
steal
access.
ability on her necklace.
No. I
Just randomly done that.
I didn't want. Oh, that would have been amazing.
It seeing as how you would have had to like ask me like steal things like what does she have, and I would have told you she has a necklace
Point.
among other things.
But
And no-
you don't.
yep.
You never use your thief strike anymore.
Like no
I
one like
really
no one like
should.
you like analyze
just
like
people
her
with
features
magic
to look
items.
at her.
Grab that stuff.
We've had enough times where they've disappeared on us that this is actually a
It's
credible
kind of
skill
becoming
to
like
use.
a common theme at this
The-
point. Oh no,
Enough
I'm barely
times where
dead.
they
I'll
disappear.
teleport away. God damn it.
Well,
yeah.
it happened this session. Like no one else has teleported away from you. I don't
But
think.
one time is too many.
Well, that's fair. That is more than fair. Yes, and if you had gone to visit Lord Tempus first, he would have warned you about that instance. So it was not an instance of Deus Ex Machina on the villain. It was just a situation where didn't know. And the Thief Strike, that was definitely I've considered that like you might fucking ask me what she has. She has a necklace. Looks fucking magical. You'd fucking know.
I mean,
That would be amazing. It would be amazing if I got a 16 plus and she didn't fucking notice.
She
She
fucking-
runs away and she's like, "What?"
She fucking reaches for it to teleport and like
the
son of
dragons
a
will get this
bitch.
win,
And Tempest stands
Oh.
there going, "Dingle, dingle, dingle."
and then you teleport to Dragon Hall. Where'd you go?
And then the point is, we wouldn't know where he goes. Liam would just go over there and just like, guys, he's in Dragonhold.
That's
No,
that's
I
Dragon
love
Hall.
that because there would just be a moment where just Grimith just goes and stop. Griffin, Tempest has disappeared. Okay,
What?
where'd I go?
Find yourself like in a big temple-like structure with like hooded people standing all around, looking shocked at you.
And three
Like-
very, very large dragons.
Like
All of
three
them
are right
they're
there.
All three would
Did you
have a
catch
bad
him?
day.
Like
Yes.
oh, his companion. Well, I never knew a machine could scream so much.
And I'm a box.
So much pain in such a little body.
That'd be the part I say, Gryph, clearly you need to do a bluff check here. Pretend you're supposed to be here.
Won't work. Not a 20 won't save you from this situation.
You
It's
gotta
fine,
hope
I'm
for that. You
looking
gotta hope for that 6 with the thief, so he steals your way.
I get stolen by the Princess.
You've stolen the box.
Right. Guys,
Tempus,
wake
you're
up.
now
The
on,
cube's
like,
just
the-
sitting in front of you. Huh?
Shadow
I'll-
poured black market. You'll find
you know,
you're there
arguably-
with like iron bands around you.
Arguably, a 6 from the Dwarf King means like the Dwarf King bought him.
No, that's not.
From the dragons. Yeah.
Speaking
Six,
of
six.
icon relationship dice, we're gonna try out my experiment. Go ahead and roll, except for Fargus, since you're not gonna be here next session. Go ahead and roll your icon relationship dice, everyone.
And just okay.
No.
Ooh, 6 with the Priestess. And a 5 for the Lich King as well. Oh god.
Yeah!
And a 5 and a 6.
Apparently, Dwohurim rolled twice.
Fucking, of course,
No,
sheep
that's
gets
the
a
other one.
fucking.
I'm getting like all the 6s all the time. I like it.
Of course, sheep fucking gets something with the Great Gold Worm. Of course he
I
does.
didn't get anything, so
Okay,
no.
jot that down. Okay. All right. I like 5s.
And apparently we have a few of them.
Yes, I like 5s. I like 5s. Stop saying you like 5s. I like 5s.
You know, I can't blame you for liking 5s.
I mean,
I got a rock.
As a DM, I would like 5s.
that's right. Well, you can't take that job. Sheep already stole it from me.
So that is what we've got. Oh god. There's too many 5s there.
It's like one of everything in there.
You got a 6 with the priestess. Come on, Dark. Fucking
Oh, yeah.
failing. You
And the
failure.
shortcut.
You failure. You're a failure.
Why?
You know, I succeeded with bureaucracy though.
I mean, since you made it a 5, it's clearly a 5. It's a 5. No,
6.
I wrote it down. Nope, it's a 5 now. People just trying to take my job.
But I think it mostly for my own reference, but
Yes.
oh well.
So yes.
Well, I wonder how the Archmage is going to screw me over.
So yes, an eventful session. That was the red caps and splotchy caps were not high level individuals. That was a mix of level 2 and level 3 enemies. Your primary threat ended up being the person who came in late, and because of the fact that it was going to be an ambush situation, you guys, I would have needed like, I stare at the gold. Does it move? I open the chest with a firebolt. Does it move?
I think to most of us it was pretty obvious that that was going to be an ambush.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
even before it happened.
I expected undead. I'll be honest. I half expected like undead skeletons to emerge from the floor. Even when you were giggling, I was thinking ghoul.
Okay.
I actually expected like a troll to enter from the cave entrance and sort of block us in there.
A rock moves near the entrance. It's a
I was briefly thinking mimic, but beyond that, not really.
I was actually expecting while we were looting for like another blue dragon to show up.
Well, what you doing?
Hello.
Oh, the
What are you
idea that
doing,
you were
you
led to a
mouse?
different blue dragon nest.
Yeah.
That idea.
Marone's brother. Hello.
Then again, we killed that one. Then again, I had nothing this time. So
Yeah, it would have been an interesting fight where we have none of our stuff. Like I could put electricity resistance. Yeah. That's it.
Yes. And of course, you guys could have handled those red caps easily if you had your powers and spells.
oh yeah,
The point was, I knew you didn't have that.
it's all that traveling and sailing
There was
and
no
certain
new
things
thing.
to prepare my spells once.
Nope.
If you haven't been able to mentally ready yourself.
That's right. You're still reeling from the events of Foghaven.
You had a fly constantly going around your head that stopped you from
But
focusing.
good news,
This
you
whole
guys.
dragon business just isn't finished before I've looted it.
That's right. You guys did pick up a third incremental advance. You do have another incremental advance that you can allocate.
God.
Oh wow, really?
Right?
Yes, so that means that takes you up to 3 incremental advances.
Ability score.
Yeah, I think that's mine as well.
Yeah,
I have
that's
ability
pretty good.
score. I have a power. I could get another power.
I think I'm gonna get precise shot actually,
Uh,
if that works with
I gotta
spells.
see.
I'm pretty
I-
sure that doesn't work with spells now.
Oh, damn it!
And
I'm just gonna update my token now.
I will go ahead and tell you right now, it doesn't work with spells.
Bullshit.
There we go.
Well,
Updated
on
my
the
token.
flip side, you're not under threat to hit someone if you roll like a fucking 1 with a ranged spell. That's not how I've interpreted that. So you're fine. You don't need a precise shot with your spells.
Yeah, it's just for flame spear.
Ooh.
Well, then no.
I have an interesting one. I think I might take a power at Slick Feint. I need to be engaged with 2 enemies.
Which occasionally happens.
And basically, I feint the first one, and if I succeed, I get to smack another one.
Okay.
Oh well, I'm gonna have to go to sleep now. I'm gonna have to go up early tomorrow. So, see you.
Yes, take care, Asthma man.
Bye, Asthma man.
Bye.
Why am I waving?
Because you're a scrub now. Yes, information for that. Not too much in the way of combat, just 1 combat session, but it was a lengthy one. The red caps, I was hoping that none of you were familiar with what a red cap was at all, much less 1 in 13th age, and I am pleased with how the enemy appeared, so others might appear in the future. 'Cause I like
Good
it.
knowledge. That's how I've done my attributes. Good
Okay.
knowledge.
I could do teleport shields. That seems like a fun thing.
Ah, yes, someone hits you, you can fucking like teleport them away.
Oh, before they hit me.
Right, before they hit you, rather. You just can't teleport them anywhere too dangerous.
No, it's not an offensive spell, sadly.
I teleport them long range up.
Haven't you seen enough teleportation?
No such thing.
Yes, and now
Do ritual or teleport shield. Everyone who walks in this door gets flung like.
It
Feel it.
suddenly
Hall.
accelerates at 1/10 the speed of light.
yes, flung to Dragon Hall.
I'll do that. Then. Like 8 spell slots.
So, I suppose you're still thinking about it since you're not level 4 yet, Manaki. I do believe that you said that for now it was going to be a no on branching out from Wizard.
I thought about doing it. One, because it seems that limiting my wizard power a little bit might be good for people, because apparently I'm killing a lot of things which is making things less fun for other people, which is not good.
Is that true?
I don't think it's
I don't think it
like
makes
you
it.
put it right now. It's mostly that the wizard is a Nova character, which means that you can choose a combat that you can absolutely destroy. You can just do that. And that just
you can
makes
press auto win on 1 combat.
basically
It's not one combat. It's I could do it for. Well, I could do it for 2 at least. If you're thinking of just an empowered Force Salvo or empowered Lightning Bolt, or both.
It's just that Grimith basically, I think, has to accommodate for the fact that you can turn one fight into our favor like 100% of the time, and then if you can't do it, then suddenly combat starts to get very difficult.
Well, the problem with having characters like that is always if a DM completely accommodates for the character, like completely makes up for it, then I'm basically being like a null effect on the whole party. As if I weren't here, then battle would just be that much easier, and so there would be no real difference.
Hey, there was a session where Dwohurim was not involved and you guys got into combat. Destroyed the Ravenger and his drow.
We did.
Yeah.
We crit him.
I certainly still thought about doing it, but I just it's difficult right now to find the flavor for it. It'd be easier if we had gone to like Santa Cora. Of course, he doesn't really have much of a reason to do that right now.
The evocation a class feature certainly class talent certainly removes a lot of randomness from those dice rolls, as no ability score modifier is supposed to get itself involved in all. And yes, I've noted that in the ability score modifiers, since everyone except for Sheep rolled higher than the average, that means that you guys are more powerful than the books expect. I haven't had a problem with it, I just have remarked to myself on occasion, alright, this was weaker than what I think it needs to be in order to have provided a challenge. And yes, whenever you guys have your powers, and again, I don't expect a first battle that you fight with all of your powers to take you down, it's supposed to be the whittling away effect, and that's supposed to be part of the resource management, where you burn your powers and shit. And I'm not aiming to kill you folks either. I'm just aiming to provide a challenging and an interesting fight, which could be difficult to do sometimes. But so long as all of you are having fun with the combat, then there's no problem.
Yeah, I don't think you need to intentionally limit yourself by multiclassing if you have no real reason to multiclass.
I also think it would be fun.
If it's fun and if it's something you want to do, then there's nothing stopping you. But you shouldn't feel compelled to multiclass to make yourself weaker.
It's about thinking about the flavor of it. Is important, like finding a good reason or a workable reason for it. I think I have a decent one, but
going to Santa Cora would have made it easier.
Yeah, but I don't really think it would be flavored as a very religious thing, honestly.
No, that was Dwohurim's problem whenever Manaki initially brought up the idea. He just doesn't see Dwohurim that connected to religion, unless a certain set of circumstances transpired, which, I mean, still could. You mentioned the idea of looking into religion as a way to get over not being able to kill Ajax.
Yeah, but there certainly have been other mitigating factors.
Yes.